Hello, I am Dr. Anand Singh Rajput. How to choose a personal protective equipment? We are seeing the market getting flooded with variety of personal protective equipments with variety of rates and variety of content. What are the important recommendations by the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare? The recommendations which are given, which are very important, include that the PPE should be cover all. It should cover from 360 degrees and there should be no exposed area of the body or potential gaps from where liquid can seep and come in contact with the healthcare provider. It should not be those HIV kits, so-called HIV kits which are available, which have gowns which are tied from behind and may be open from some side. So what are the challenges when we design a PPE? What we should keep in mind is the donning and doffing steps. The wearer should be able to do the donning and doffing steps on his own with minimal help. There should be no joint or stitch which is permeable with water. You should be able to wear it for more than 6 hours at a stretch. The operator will have to avoid doing daily activities like drinking water or going to toilets. These are surgical gowns, disposable surgical gowns, which should not be taken as personal protective equipments for the COVID-19 scare. The COVID-19 personal protective equipment should look something like this. It should cover the body from all the sides and there should be no exposed area or minimal exposed area. So a better and simpler design was formulated and a polythene coverall was designed. But as we have discussed that it has its own limitation, it is non-breathable, this becomes a little difficult. So what is an ideal fabric for PPE for contagious disease? It should be flexible, it should be lightweight, it should be made up of non-toxic material, it should be non-combustible material, so that when you accidentally come in contact with some kind of flame, it should not be ignited. The material should not be ignited. It should be moisture proof, but at the same time it should be breathable. So the perspiring person should lose heat with respiration, but a spill of water should not percolate directly inside and come in contact with the skin of the healthcare provider. It should be environmental friendly and it should be biodegradable. Does cloth satisfy all this property? Yes, it does most of the properties, but moisture permeability is a big question when it comes to cloth used as a PPE material. Second, the other extreme, polythene. When you use polythene for making PPE, then the other problems will be that it is toxic, it can melt on heating and it is combustible, it is a non-breathable, it is not environmentally friendly and non-biodegradable. What are the best options? The best options remain non-woven fabric. What is a non-woven fabric? It is made up of polypropylene, that is written as PP material, polypropylene. It comes as seed. It is manufactured by various machinery by creating small fibers which are shown in this electron microscopic picture and finally rolled up into bundles. If you see closely, you can see gaps which were created during the rolling process of the fabric. So these small gaps, this allow breathability of the fabric. At the same time, it feels like a fabric. In spite of being a polypropylene material, it starts feeling like fabric to touch. Now, what is melt blown fabric? Melt blown fabric is again polypropylene seeds are again taken and with the help of hot air, they are converted into sheets which are mesh of fibers. Now this sheet in combination, the first and the second, that is first which is called as spun bond polypropylene, the second one is called as melt blown polypropylene. We can have various combinations like spun bond polypropylene which can exist as a single layer. Double S means double layered spun bond, triple S means triple layered spun bond, SMS means there are two layers of spun bond interlaced with melt blown polypropylene in between. SMMS means double layered spun bond with 2 layers of melt blown polypropylene. SMMS means 2 layers of spun bond with in between 3 layers of melt blown polypropylene. What is the major advantage of the 3? So when we come to looking at SMS, it is waterproof, breathable with antibacterial activity. SMMS, it is better antibacterial. So because 2S, they are constant here. So waterproof property remains the same, but antibacterial property is improved in SMMS. SMMS means it is more strong and can be applied for heavy duty work. When it comes to disposable PPE, then maybe SMMS is little costly and not that effective. Coming to SMMS, so it satisfies these criteria. It is flexible, lightweight, non-toxic, heat resistant, non-combustible, moisture proof, breathable, environmental friendly. And GSM means gram per square meter of the fabric. So indirectly it is square meter of fabric. What is the weight of that square meter of fabric? More GSM means a thicker fabric, lesser permeability and more cost. That should be kept in mind. Lamination can also be done in most of the fabrics, but we can see it is usually available as polythene lamination on polypropylene fabric. This makes the fabric moisture proof but reduces the breathability. At the same time, it improves the protection, but again the heat retention is more. What is the best option? It is micro porous breathable film fabric. So this has all the advantages, like transpiration can take place, but it repels water effectively than SMMS. So this is the best fabric available, but not available in India in the current scenario. So probably if any PPE designed with this fabric, it will be the best option available. PPE choice does not depend on mere fabric. It is the design of the fabric, execution of the stitching, other factors, accessories available with that,